What's going on, everybody? Steve here, Raking Profit, seeing if I could set up this camera properly. I was trying to do it horizontally, but it looks like YouTube is trying to lock me into doing this vertical. Can I switch this? No. Interesting. Horizontal is locked. Why is it doing that? What's up, everybody? Good to see you guys here. All right. Why is it locking me? I'm going to see if anybody could come on in. All right, is this going to work? Orientation is locked. Interesting. Why is it not letting me turn this? What's up, Amanda? Yeah, no, I'm trying to go live. I was trying to turn my phone horizontal, but it literally won't let me on YouTube. I think I forgot to put in a setting or whatnot. Hope everybody's doing well. See if anybody joins on in. If people join in, I'm going to keep this going. If not, I'm going to end it just because I've got this vertical and I'm trying to do it so I can keep this on the YouTube channel. How's your business going, Amanda? What's going on? Crushing those Walmart sales? Looks like we got a couple people here. Let me know where you are coming in from. What's up, Nikki? All right, Willie, I'll keep it going. What's up, Willie? Awesome. Awesome, Amanda. Looks like we got a couple people coming on in. I'm just going to wait for folks to come in, and then I'm going to get this video going. Yep, I know it, Amanda. I know you're putting those sales together. Willie's from Seattle. Hey, that's where Amanda's from. It's like only people from Seattle are coming. No, we got New York in the house. Eastern Iowa. Nice. I'm in Connecticut. So yeah, I wanted to put together a quick video sharing how I'm literally working about an hour per week in my business and doing over $10,000 per month in profit. In 2024, on average, it was probably 4 hours a month, I would say. You know, there was a book that I read a while ago by Tim Ferriss, The 4-Hour Work Week, but I'm literally working the 1 hour work week with Amazon right now. And I just want to share with you guys how I'm doing it. I know a lot of you folks probably know, maybe for folks who, you know, have been following me for a while, but just want to make this video kind of breaking down at a high level what I'm doing and how I'm, you know, generating over $10,000 a month profit, not $10,000 a month in sales, $10,000 a month profit in my business, literally working about an hour per week. Sometimes I don't even work at all in my business because it's fully automated. So drop a 1 if you want me to share with you how I'm doing it, and I'll break it down exactly how I'm doing it, and you know, I won't hold anything back. Willie says I'm in the heart of Seattle, home of the needle. All right, Amanda's in Yakima, or is it Yakima? I don't know how to pronounce it. All right, cool. So this is what I'm doing, guys, at a very high level. I'm selling on Amazon FBA, and I'm sourcing items from eBay. I've been doing this for actually over 4 years now. And the way that I have been able to pretty much automate this to where I don't have to do the work is I've hired virtual assistants to mostly do all of the work for me. So let me give you a high level overview of how I run my business. So we purchase items on ebay.com, okay? I have 2 virtual assistants who source products for me on ebay.com. We use a tool that I've developed called Replen Catcher, which does 2 things. One, it allows us to be able to target specific categories. For example, I could go into Replen Catcher, I could choose DVDs, I can choose the ROI that I want to make, the profit I want to make, the sales rank, right? The sell-through rate. And all I have to do is hit search, and it'll search over 250,000 DVDs, compare them from eBay to Amazon, find all the profitable ones, and then my virtual assistants virtual assistants buy it. The second part of the replen catcher is we have replens, items that we've sold over and over and over again, and we upload them to replen catcher, and replen catcher monitors eBay 24/7. So say there's a DVD that I've sold for $60, I can have replen catcher look for that item, and if it hits eBay for less than $30 or less than $25, it'll notify me, aggregate that item, and then my team goes and they purchase it. Now, we sell DVDs, we sell some books, we sell electronics, tools, video games, board games, home good items, really all different types of items, okay? So we buy them on eBay. Now, I've trained my virtual assistants to do this for me, so they literally log into Replen Catcher, they buy the items, and the way that I've really been able to separate myself from this business and not spend so much time on it is after we buy the item, instead of having the item shipped to my house and then me having to open the box, clean it, list it, ship it, drop it off at UPS, now what we do is, and I've been doing this for over a year, this specific method, is all of the items get drop shipped to Little Owl Prep. Okay, so we buy the items on eBay, we send them to our prep center, and a prep center is just a third-party logistic company that will essentially receive your items. They will open the boxes, they'll list it on Amazon for you, they'll ship it out, and then, when the items sell, I get paid. So we buy the items on eBay, we use Replen Catcher to be able to find those deals. Once we buy the items, we ship the items to our prep center, Little Owl Prep in Ohio. They receive it, they unbox it. If there's any issues or anything like that, they'll let us know. And then they put everything in a box for me, and then they ship it out to Amazon FBA. Now, I have somebody on my team who fixes stranded inventory, low and high pricing errors, any returns, any issues on the back end. I have a virtual assistant who deals with all that. I also have a virtual assistant who is actually the husband to the wife of one of my virtual assistants. So I've got a husband-wife team who helps me. The wife, she sources. The husband does repricing for me. So, they reprice all the inventory for me. And I have a system essentially in terms of how we price our inventory. Most of our inventory is to sell within 30 days. If it doesn't sell within 30 days, we cut the price pretty severely because we want to move our inventory. And yeah, the cool thing about Little Owl Prep, and I'm not affiliated with them, but I'm just sharing who I use because they do a great job. They have a really great software. So after we buy an item, we just put the item into what's called planned inventory. So it's their software. So they know, okay, Steve and their team, they bought this DVD, and we put it into the software so they know the item is coming. So once they get it, they'll scan the item in, it'll update in the software, they'll list everything on Amazon and ship it out. So it's a very, very simple business model. We buy undervalued items on eBay, just like how you go to a thrift store or a library sale or a garage sale and you scan products and stuff to analyze it and you find good deals and then you bring it home and list it. I'm doing the same thing. The only difference is I'm buying the items on eBay, and the cool thing about eBay is you can make best offers. So over 50% of the deals that we purchase, they're not even profitable on eBay right now. Maybe the item sells for 50 and they're listed at, it's listed for 30. That's not going to be profitable after fees. But if I make a best offer, or my team makes a best offer for $20, now we've literally just engineered a deal. We've literally created a deal out of thin air. And then what happens? We buy the item, gets shipped to the prep center. We update our prep center software so they know that item's coming in. We give them the list price, the condition. They get the box in. They make sure it lines up and matches up, put everything in a box. They ship it. We get paid. Of course, we reprice the inventory on the back end, fix any issues, so on and so forth. What's up, Kevin? Amanda says, do you ever spend time doing some of their job stranded inventory just to keep in the know of doing it? Not anymore. Typically, I'd say once a quarter, Amanda. Sometimes it's every 6 months. Sometimes I just get, I get sidetracked with other tasks or I just forget about it. As long as the KPIs, the key performance indicators, the numbers, the profit, right? As long as the profit is looking good every month and my ROI is looking good, I don't give them problems. But about once a quarter, I go in, Amanda, and I check, the different parts of the business, right? Make sure the stranded inventory is looking good. Weekly, that's what I spend my time doing now. Typically, the hour per week is just checking the items that they purchase, but I don't pay for the items. They pay for the items. That's the good thing about eBay. My last 4 digits, well, my credit card's stored in eBay, but they can only see the last 4 digits. So they purchase all the items. They use the cashback websites for me before they purchase. They update the prep center. You know, if there's issues with the prep center, they handle that. We reprice the inventory on the back end, my team, right? That's pretty much it. So it's funny, you know, a lot of people, they say, oh, I can't do Amazon. It's too hard. It's challenging. The rules are always changing. The fees are high. These are all true. Amazon's not an easy business, but I don't want to work a job. A lot of you guys do want a job. You don't think you want a job, but you're not willing to build a system and put a process in place because it's too risky. It takes money. It takes time. And not everybody's in that position. But, you know, when I first started my channel 13 years ago, I created a job for myself working on eBay for 40, 50 hours a week. And over the years, I said to myself, I don't want a job. I want freedom. I want to be able to make money without having to always spend my time working in the business. God forbid if I got sick or I ended up in the hospital or I went on a vacation for 3 weeks. The way my business used to run is, guess what? My income would dry up because everything was dependent upon me. Now I've built a system and I've put people in place, a process in place, software's in place. And I know, you know, I'm saying all this stuff and I'm like, man, 99% of people who watch this, it's not even going to register because they don't want to do this. They want to go to a garage sale, buy an item for $5, flip it for $50 and, you know, make $30 profit, which is great. But guess what? You've literally just created a job for yourself. But hey, that's better than having a job. If you don't like working for a job and having a boss, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm super proud of what I've built, and I wish more people would give it a chance, but I know not everybody's built for it. People want to make easy money, passive income nowadays, zero risk. You know, they don't want any risk. If there's any risk involved, oh, I don't want to do it. You know, I want pure passive, no risk income. And then they put all their money in crypto. And then when crypto tanks 30%, they sell it all. How many years have you been on Amazon? I've been on Amazon for over 10 years now, Amanda. Over 10 years. The way I see Amazon nowadays is you can't trust Amazon. Amazon's a great way to make money. There's a lot of leverage. There's a great ability to make a ton of money. But the way I look at Amazon now is I don't trust them one bit. I look at them as a side hustle. I don't even look at it. I hate calling Amazon a business nowadays because you can't trust Amazon. With all the Section 3s and suspensions and things going on nowadays, I could be gone any day. Anybody can. I see wholesalers getting kicked off, online arbitrage people with invoices getting kicked off. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, Steve, how are they getting kicked off if they have invoices? Because Amazon doesn't just want the invoice now from these wholesalers. They want the wholesaler's invoice, and then they want the invoice from their wholesaler. They want to go up the whole entire chain, probably to screw the Amazon sellers down the road. So the way I look at Amazon right now is I'm very proud of what I've built. It's very lucrative. It's very profitable, but not for a moment am I kidding myself thinking this is a long-term sustainable business model. I look at it as a side hustle. I look at it as a way that I can just milk the cow as much as I possibly can, take the cash out and invest it into other businesses, whether it's software companies that I'm building, real estate, index funds, crypto, other opportunities. I look at it as a cash cow, essentially, at this moment. But it's a cow that's built on a farm, and the farm is built on a volcano, if that makes any sense. So I've got this farm that's very lucrative, but I just realized that the farm is built on top of a volcano, and the volcano is going to explode. Does that make sense, anybody? So you might be saying to yourself, well, Steve, why would you be taking care of a farm that's on top of a volcano? Well, the farm's paid for. I've been selling on Amazon for 10 plus years. The farm is paid for. The inventory is already paid for. Yes, I have money that's rolling every single month in the business, but I've made my money. I'm playing with house money now. So why would I not keep, you know, milking the cows? I don't know why we're getting crazy in this live stream. Why would I not continue to milk the cow when it's so lucrative and so profitable? And, you know, maybe I'm in a different position than some people. I have other income streams, but, yeah, I wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket with Amazon nowadays. I wouldn't do that with any platform. I wouldn't do it with Walmart. I wouldn't do it with eBay. I mean, I feel like eBay's pretty safe. I mean, Walmart's pretty safe as well, but who knows the changes and updates they'll be making. I used to sell an FBA over 10 years ago, and I want to get back into it. Kind of feel like I'm starting over since things have changed so much. Yeah, Amazon has changed a lot. They really treat their sellers like shit nowadays. But, you know, you've got to respect it, what it is. You got to respect it for what it is, right? I look at Amazon as, like I said, it's just a little cash cow. I use it and I abuse it. I make as much cash as I can from it. I take that cash out. I put it into other opportunities. Thank you for sharing the information. I'm researching ways to get out of my current real job that I hate and about to walk into. Remember, people live in paradise on a volcano in Hawaii. Yeah, I mean, hey, that is true. That is absolutely true. I don't know. I just don't think Amazon's very sustainable long term. I think they're trying to kick off a lot of sellers. I think they're trying to get rid of the little guy and the little girl. They're not trying to, I don't know what they're doing. I think they're like literally trying to like destroy the used market. I wouldn't be surprised if eventually they're like, no used items, no used books, which is shocking because that's how Bezos started Amazon, selling books. But now it's like, Amazon's so full of shit. You know, you go on their website and they're like, if you start an Amazon account, they give you tips for how to find books and how to like find items to resell. And they tell you, go to thrift stores, sell stuff around your house. But then you go to a thrift store and sell a book and you get sued by a lawyer, or you get hit with a Section 3 and they want an invoice. And you're like, well, Amazon, I sold this textbook that, you know, I was in school freaking 2 years ago and I'm selling an old textbook and now they want invoices. So Amazon is full of shit. And I'm going to tell you guys that right now. Don't start Amazon if, how do I say this? I wouldn't put all your eggs in Amazon. If you're trying to quit your job, you could sell on Amazon, but I would be on eBay as well. I'd be on Walmart. I would diversify because Amazon cannot be trusted nowadays. But it's freaking lucrative as hell. I make a lot of money from it. And literally, like in 2024, I consistently made over $10,000 profit, cash flow. Not profit in terms of like, okay, I made this much profit, but then I invested all my money back in. And I know people like that. I have friends of mine. They were always talking about how profitable their business is. And I said, how much did you pay yourself? I didn't pay myself anything. I reinvested into the business. And I get it. You have to reinvest back in the business, but you've been in business for 4, 5, 6 years and you still haven't pulled any money out. That's not I mean, I guess it's a business, but you can't, it's not like you're going to be able to sell an eBay to Amazon or an arbitrage business, maybe a wholesale business possibly, but I paid myself over $100,000 cash in my pocket after Amazon fees, after paying my team, after paying Prep Center, after returns, after reinvesting back in the business. That's pure money in my pocket, right? In my pocket, right? Not like on the books, like not on paper. I didn't make 6 figures on paper. I put 6 figures in my pocket. But guess what? The farm is built on a volcano. So who knows? Who knows? I could be gone in 3 months. You just don't know. How much money should I be spending a month on a team to produce at least 30 videos a month? What are we talking about here? You talking about YouTube? I'm not sure, Eli, what you're talking about. What types of products is it? So I do sell books. I don't sell as many books anymore just because I'm doing eBay to Amazon, and I really like to focus on DVDs, tools, electronics, board games. Those are my bread and butter. I do flip some books, not a ton, but books are great from eBay to Amazon, especially if you're willing to take time to make best offers. Yeah, Nikki, you could definitely open a prep center, but that's a nightmare of a business. I would never in a million years. I feel like if people break the law, like instead of sending people to jail, you should send them to open a prep center. Because I don't know how people run a prep center. You have to take care of all those clients and things go wrong and Amazon's crazy and like, ugh, I would never want to run a prep center, but it could be lucrative. I've been in Amazon since October of 2023. Only sell media. I love media and make about 2 to 3K a month profit. Boom, baby. I love it. I want to take some profit and hire a team for a faceless YouTube channel. Oh, okay, Eli. Yeah, so I started my faceless YouTube channel. Hasn't been very successful. I have gotten about 200,000 views on it. It's in the history niche, and I think I'm at 730 subscribers. But I'm spending, my team costs about $2,000 a month. So I've spent about $5,000 on my faceless YouTube channel, and I haven't made a penny yet. And the views have kind of dipped and we're having a little bit of trouble. So for me, it's about $2,000 a month, but you could find somebody for about $1,000 a month if you wanted to get like 40 or 50 videos done. It just depends on the type of videos that you're trying to do. Do you have videos on how to get started with selling on Amazon? Yeah, if you go to rakeandprofit.com/workshop, I have a free 5-day book selling workshop. So you can learn a lot of the beginner stuff, how to thrift, how to do arbitrage, so on and so forth. Yeah, Nikki says, never mind. Yeah, don't do it unless you want to be locked in a prison. I give it up for those people who run prep centers. You really have to be dialed in. Not the type of business that I want to run. Not the type of business. But yeah, just as a recap, guys, how am I making $10,000 a month profit, like in my pocket? Not profit, like on the books, like cash flow in my pocket, 1 hour per week, buying from eBay to Amazon, using the Replan Catcher tool. Just Google it, Replan Catcher. Okay, it's a tool that I developed almost 2 years ago, but we've really started to like share it with people probably the last 6 months. I've just been using it. I finally opened it up to others. Google Replan Catcher. That's how we find all of our deals. You don't need a replens list. You don't have to have a huge list of items. We, like, Replan Catcher will give you 1.6 million products and monitor them and share them with you. Buy items on eBay. We use Replan Catcher. I have a team of virtual assistants whose sole job is to source items, right? Spend about anywhere from $500 to $1,500 a day, okay? Depending on the month. Right now, we're a little bit slower just because sales are slow. We came off of a big Q4. But yeah, they source the items. They get shipped to my prep center, Little Owl Prep. They receive it. They box it all up, and then they ship it out. It's a very simple business model. It's very simple. Why am I able to only spend 1 hour per week? Because compared to thrifting, I have to go out and find it all myself. Library sales, I have to go out and find it myself. Garage sales, I have to go out and find it myself. And sometimes there's no good deals at a thrift store. Sometimes there's no good deals at a library sale. The good thing about eBay is you're getting access to hundreds of millions of products. And, I just have to buy 10 or 20 products a day. My average selling price in 2024 was over, I think, $111. I shared it in my eBay to Amazon masterclass in our Facebook group. I shared like all my data. I did $707,000 in sales in 2024, over $111, $105 average selling price, sold about around 6,000 to 7,000 products. I don't have it off the top of my head, but I've shared it with everybody transparently. Products from eBay to Amazon. And yeah, I just leverage a team. Yes, it takes time to train a team to source, train a team to reprice, train somebody to fix stranded inventory. But how do you do it? You do it one step at a time. Hey, Amanda, thank you so much. Down 43 pounds. So weighing in at about 190 pounds. Last year at this time, I was about 230. So I've been getting after it. Yeah, it's kind of like a drop ship method, fancy and press. But with drop shipping, you never own the product. You're only buying the product after it sells. I'm buying the product first, reading Keepa charts, doing my research, obviously using Seller Amp to break down my numbers. So we buy the item, we actually take possession. Up until a year ago, I would have everything shipped to my house. For about the last 14 months, I use a prep center and I save a crap ton of time. Of course, there's a fee involved with it and you got to be good at what you do before you start using a prep center. But it is a form of drop shipping, but we are physically, taking ownership. It's just my prep center is the one who actually physically, touches the product. I'm 65 with the current U.S. government trying to gut Social Security. Are books a good option to replace my Social Security income? Absolutely, especially if you're only making $1,000 to $2,000 a month from Social Security. You can do that. But if you're going to go thrifting and hit garage sales and library sales, you're going to be spending 20, 30 hours a week to be able to do that. Over time, you can definitely build systems to make it a little bit faster. But books are a great opportunity. You just got to, take it slow in the beginning. If you're looking to replace your Social Security income, just know the first 6 to 12 months, you're probably not going to make a ton of money because you have to learn how to source and how to analyze and how to list and how to ship. And lately, Amazon's been a pain in the ass with all these API changes. All the listing softwares are having a lot of issues. Big shout out to GoToLister, though. They have been on top of it. I'll tell you right now, a lot of the other listing softwares are going to crap, especially Exceller List, Inventory Lab. I think Inventory Lab's kind of working towards it. They're doing a decent job, but GoToLister is absolutely killing it. Learn so much from you. All free videos too. Yep, make $750 a month either way, working five hours a week. There you go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Hit my first 10K month. What's your advice now? I think hitting 10K a month is great, but I would dive into what's your actual ROI and profit. And then, I would try to make sure you improve your profit margin. And then after that, what I would do is try to free up your time so you have more freedom. So figure out what are things that you can outsource in your business. Because right now, especially at the stage I am in my life, I'm 37. I've been reselling for 12 years. For me, it's not just money, it's freedom. I want to know, my goal just isn't to make as much profit as possible, but it's how much profit per hour am I making, right? If you work a job, minimum wage, maybe you make 12 an hour, and then you get a better job, make 20 an hour, 30, $50 an hour. Like, for me, that's how I look at things. I want to make as much money per hour as possible, okay? So that's, I guess, one of my recommendations is ask yourself, how much are you making per hour and what can you outsource to kind of raise that? I'm just scared to keep all my eggs in the Amazon basket. I don't blame you, Eli. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, trust me. I need to think ahead and start planting seeds now. Yes, plant those seeds, but I want to make sure I don't spread myself too thin. Yeah, the thing is, like, in the beginning, you have to kind of put your eggs all in one basket. But the thing is, like, if you're working a job, Eli, keep your job, because if you start a business, I don't care if it's Walmart, eBay, Amazon, Kindle, whatever it is, you're not going to make much money in the beginning. Like, when you start a business, you're going to be very unprofitable and it slowly builds. So, like Gary Vaynerchuk always talks about, you work your job and then you come home and you put in 2 hours every single night and you just keep that going until you start to build something up. Now, you don't want to spread yourself too thin. Like, you don't want to start an Amazon and then a Walmart and then an eBay, because you're going to spread yourself so thin, you're not going to make any progress. So you actually do have to take on a bit more risk in the beginning. Like I said before, I don't trust Amazon. You might be thinking to yourself, like, why are you telling us this? Like, you're a YouTuber, like you have a YouTube channel about Amazon. You're literally shooting yourself in the foot, getting people to follow you if you're shitting on Amazon. Well, I can't lie to you guys. I don't trust Amazon at all. But the thing is, when you're new, you're going to have to put your eggs kind of in one basket to begin with. But as you start to grow and you start to build it up, then you could slowly diversify out a little bit. Maybe add Walmart, add eBay. But it takes years. It takes multiple years to kind of build things up. Don't listen to the people on YouTube who are promising you're going to make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month overnight. It's not going to happen. I could promise you it's not going to happen. For every one success story you hear from someone who starts making $10,000 a month profit within a year, I could promise you there's 987 other people who completely failed. I work full time and this is my side hustle and it's been helpful. Great. Caitlin, nice work. You were doing KDP. Why did you stop? I still actually earn income from KDP. I think in 2024, I made like $7,000 from it, because I have over 200 books that I've outsourced from 2015, and I still get royalties from like the voiceover, the Audible stuff, the hardbacks, and then the digital books on KDP. I stopped just because I just wasn't super passionate about it. They changed a bunch of rules back in like 2016, and I loved reselling, and I had a reselling YouTube channel, and I don't know, I guess I was just a lot more passionate about reselling. But there's people still killing it with KDP for sure. But I'd be lying to you if I even tried to pretend like I can give you advice on how to make money with KDP now, because things have changed so much. I don't even do anything. Those books just rank from back in the day, and I guess I just got lucky. But it's slowly going downhill. It has been for like 10 years. Wow, 2015 to 25 is 10 years. Amazon is so finicky, they could drop us tomorrow. Agreed. Have this, and eBay, definitely agree to start with one and get going. And eBay too. I mean, eBay, the thing about eBay is it's a job, but there's a lot less rules. You can sell anything. There's not as many restrictions. Obviously you're fulfilling everything on your own, so you don't have the liability of like Amazon suspending you and then holding your money and then holding your inventory. So eBay's definitely great. For me, I was just thinking about it yesterday. I was like, man, maybe I should, like, I miss like making eBay YouTube videos and all that. I'm just so disconnected with eBay. I would have to start from scratch again as well on eBay. And then I'm like, do I really want to buy a job for myself? There's so many other opportunities. John says, I call it the snowball effect. He's not lying about Amazon. They will change fees after you already sent in the product. Yeah, Amazon, they're crazy nowadays. Hey, Modus One, thank you so much. KDP is Kindle Direct Publishing. So you can actually, Nikki, you can, this is what I did in 2015. If you look up KDP Rake and Profit, I was actually making over $10,000 a month profit at one point. And what I would do is I would research topics, like, for example, yoga for beginners. I would rank that book. I would outsource the book to a virtual assistant. They would write the book. And this is before ChatGPT. And then we would publish it. I would order a thumbnail from a graphic for like the image of the ebook. I would rank it, do all my marketing stuff. Back then you'd be buying like fake reviews and all that. They've really snapped down on that nowadays with the fake reviews and stuff, but it was a whole thing. But it was very lucrative. It was very lucrative. I like FBA Fancy just because it's a lot less work. Obviously you pay a little bit more in fees, but you typically get a good prime bump, so you don't really pay, like, at the end of the day you're still paying pretty similar. There's definitely more risk with FBA, just because if you get suspended, they can hold on to all your inventory, they can destroy it. You get paid out slower, FBA, whereas if you're FBM, you get paid out quicker. So it just depends, right? But we have people in my group, in my eBay to Amazon masterclass, who do, you know, $300,000-$400,000 a year. Matter of fact, I think Seth Kordick, if you look him up on YouTube, Checkmate Flips, he did over $1 million, and I think he changed from FBA to FBM in 2024. So I don't know his exact profit. He probably made a couple $100,000 profit FBM and doing eBay to Amazon. Caitlin says, started with 10, bought some stuff, sold on eBay, and then poured those profits back into it. So not losing anything. Patience and research is the key. You've been amazing. Hey, thank you so much, Caitlin. And I'll tell you right now, you're building a really valuable skill, the skill to be able to identify undervalued products, to put them on eBay or Amazon, to be able to list them and ship them. I mean, things are going to change over the years. Maybe Amazon goes down, right, and they kick us all off. But there's going to be new marketplaces that emerge, like Walmart. If you guys aren't following Amanda Ballard, Flipping with Amanda on YouTube, follow her. She actually got effed on Amazon and suspended. I think she ended up getting her account back, because I know she sells a lot of books and uses BookMine and whatnot. But she was like, you know what, screw this. I'm not going to freaking have my destiny in the hands of Amazon, who literally could give two craps about me. The girl started a Walmart business and scaled it up to, what are you doing, 10K a month or something like that now? How do I prove my source of income when buying a car? That's the thing, you know, you're going to have to show a couple of years of profit. I remember when I went to buy my first investment property, you know, when I was planning to do it, I had to make sure, you know, my businesses were profitable and I wasn't just writing everything off, because, you know, you need good credit and you need income on your tax returns. So that just takes, you know, scaling your business. Yeah, it's Flipping with Amanda. Flipping with Amanda on YouTube. Great YouTube channel. Really, really good stuff. I gotta start doing these lives more. These are fun to kind of hang out and chat with you guys. I gotta definitely get back into it more. But I think that's all I got, guys. Which one is the easiest side hustle to add to your Amazon side hustle, KDP or faceless YouTube channel? If you do a faceless YouTube channel, I would recommend buying a monetized YouTube channel. That was the mistake I made. I did just buy one. I spent like $350. I bought a monetized YouTube channel that had 4,000 hours watch time and 1,000 subscribers, and it's monetized. I have to start moving all my content over to there. I just put so much work over the last 2.5 months into my history channel that I was trying to get that monetized. But the thing with a faceless YouTube channel is it takes time. The same with KDP. You know, these business models, they have a great opportunity to make passive income, but for the first 6 to 12 months, you're just investing money and losing money for the most part. So yeah, I don't know. I think either one would work. I'm a bit out of touch, like I said, with KDP nowadays. My faceless YouTube channel, definitely can't consider me a guru yet because I haven't made a single dime, but soon I will. But I don't think I'm ever going to be a YouTube guru. No more Chinese drop shipping. Trump making all shippers go through customs for tariffs and inspection. That's interesting. I have a friend of mine. He's actually my business partner with Replen Catcher. He's done over $100 million drop shipping. And he runs a very lucrative drop shipping business. I'm actually going to have a conversation with him and I'm going to ask him if that's true, but he's been killing it. I don't do drop shipping, but I'm sure people are going to find workarounds regardless of what Trump does. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And yeah, we'll chat soon. I'm going to get to work now. I'm going to head over to Whole Foods, get some work done. But just want to touch base with you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, Amanda, Thrifting Investor. Thank you, Nikki, Caitlin. Appreciate you all. Ladner, thank you. All right, guys. Bye-bye.